Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Batgirl video. Batwoman. Oh, Nemo, stop. Please don't pull your nose into me. Sorry, my cat's on me. But the Batwoman trailer. Keep in mind that I'm a big fan of the Arrowverse. I'm caught up with Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. I need to catch up on Supergirl. That's the one show I need to catch up on. But I'm a big fan of each show. And when I was able to see Batgirl in Gotham, I thought it was cool. I mean, I don't really know much about Batwoman, but I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I think the part, if I'm, if I'm, if I remember correctly, part of the reason why they don't have Batman in the Arrowverse, but I guess just mentioned in the Arrowverse, is because they have this legal right issue thing where the TV DC shows can't really use Batman or Superman, but yet, like, in, like, the shared universes. But I know with the CW, the people in the Arrowverse somehow made a deal where they're able to get the rights to, like, Superman to use him in the Arrowverse. If you've seen the last Arrowverse crossover and, like, the second season of Supergirl. But if I remember, I think that's why they didn't really have Batman. At least part of the reason why they're making that Batwoman show, because they can't really legally have Batman in the show. If I remember correctly. Anyways, this isn't really about the whole legal crap of DC Comics. This is about what my review of the Batwoman trailer. But once I heard there was going to be a Batwoman show, before I get into my actual thoughts of the trailer, I was excited. I actually was excited because how they introduced her in the Elseworld crossover. If you've seen Arrow and the Flash and Supergirl crossover this season, you know they introduced Batwoman. And I liked how they introduced Batwoman. I liked how they used her. I don't really mind that she was gay. I mean, I don't care about sexuality. As long as it strengthens the character in a good character arc, then I don't really care about the sexuality, to be honest. But, pretty much this trailer just shows whoever's underneath the Batgirl cowl, how she pretty much became Batwoman. How she became Batwoman. And to be honest, like I said, I was excited to see that the first trailer, even though it was kind of somewhat cringy, it was like 10 seconds where just saw the bat signal, Batwoman in her suit. It might have kind of been some sort of cringy, some level worth, but it was passable. This trailer, though, which was like 3 minutes long, nearly 4 minutes, the cringe wasn't, I mean, half the trailer didn't even have her really be Batwoman. It had her pretty much being a cop as CPD, GCPD. I don't know what she is. She does when she's not Batwoman. Besides running Wayne Manor in here. But her dad's in the police. I don't know. I don't know that much about Batwoman, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know that much about Batwoman, so I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on her. The only time I actually seen Batwoman, it was in Batman Bad Blood, so that was it. And that person Batwoman wasn't related to Bruce Wayne, like the one in here. But she goes into Wayne Manor, pretty much goes into the Batcave. She says to this one guy who could be Lucius Fox or it could be his son, who will later become, I think, Nightbat. I believe is his superior name. But I don't know. She tells some guy that oh, I need you to remake this bat suit. He says this suit is perfection. And then she says, yeah, it will. It's a woman. Once it has a woman's touch to it, like okay, you don't necessarily need to remake that costume. Like, what if out of the blue, and this is assuming that the DC Comics legal thingamajig, they pull up what they did with Superman and get permission from the company to use Superman in their TV in the Arrowverse. What if Bruce Wayne decides to come out of retirement and become the Batman again? Then, in a sense, you practically fucked his suit up by trying to genderize it, putting potentially social, as some people might say, for the people making the show, Batwoman, might ruin the by SJW shit. I'm not gonna really get into that all too much, that whole SJW thing, but I can't see how. I don't know. I'm talking about the Hollywood version of the SJWs, but hi. That was cringe-worthy. Like when she said, "Oh, so it would take a woman's touch." Like I'm all up for woman, female power, as long as or black power or any type of race or gender power, as long as it doesn't force it down your throat. And it kind of feels like that's what they were trying to do, is force it down our throat, saying, yeah, we're going to try to push down, it's a woman, not a man. And in this trailer, it shows that people are confusing Batwoman with Batman with how the costume looks. Well, duh, the only part that you might have changed is, to be honest, and I'm sorry if this upsets any of you, but it's the chest part. To enlarge it, that's probably the only part of the suit that you literally changed, is the chest part. Outside of that, it's the exact same suit. And then, and when I heard that line, that, oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect once a woman gets into the suit or whatever, I said, oh, okay, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna chew that up. And if I make a video of that, I'm gonna make mention of that, which I have. Just, like I said, I was excited for Batwoman. Before I continue, I was excited for Batwoman because how they introduced her in the Elseworld crossover in the Arrowverse. It wasn't because she was a woman, because when I am getting invested into my characters, I do not care about their gender or their race, to be honest, per se. Like, I'm a big fan of the Green Arrow, big fan of Spartan, Arsenal. Yeah, they're all guys, but they even have good, strong, led female casts in Arrow. I'm in Arrow alone, and in Supergirl. Well, Supergirl being the main lead in Supergirl, and in The Flash, they all have strong female leads. For example, Supergirl, Iris, Killer Frost / Caitlin Snow, Jesse Quick, So far, I'm only naming fast heroes, exception of Supergirl. Uh, Felicity, the Black Canary, all three versions of the Black Canary, which are all girls, by the way. Black Siren, Emiko, debatably Emiko, Oliver's sacred half sister. And speaking of sisters of Oliver, Thea, and those who are strong, those characters I mentioned that aren't in the Arrowverse alone. And don't get me wrong, there are other strong female leads in other movies with the point I'm gonna make, but they aren't shoved down our throats. Princess Leia, Padme Amidala, Ahsoka Tano, going to kind of Star Wars, they were women. They're strong female leads. They weren't shoved down our throats that they were women. Like, Rey from the new Star Wars trilogy kind of does shove down our throats that she's a woman. And she's a force user. And she is OPSL, but my point is, taking Rey out of the example, keeping the other female leads, as I said, characters I said, they are strong female characters. When they were created, they weren't shoved down our throats. Princess Leia was pretty much, and talk about the movies, not like TV shows. Was it really like out of Mon Mothma was the only woman in the galaxy that we've seen on the big screen in the original trilogy? She could stand on her own. She didn't need any other females to back her up. I feel like, in terms of being a badass in her own way, and all the female characters, all the male characters as well, in the Arrowverse that I mentioned, they are badasses in their own way. Some are girls, some are males, some are blacks, some are African American, some are whites, some other races, but that's not shoved down our throats. And that, oh, yeah, this is gonna look good with a girl thing, feminized. Like, that is kind of like, in a sense, in a way, closing a door for Batman coming back to Gotham. Now, like I said, maybe Batman will come back. Maybe they'll have this. DC Comics will let the Arrowverse have Batman in the Arrowverse, like they did with Superman. Maybe they'll have Batman have a new suit. I don't know. But you did not need to put, oh, it's gonna look good on be better like on a female per se. And now, and then pretty much, oh, it's right at the end of the trailer we see her in the Batwoman suit, and it's getting mixed reviews on how it looks. But to be honest, from what I've seen from that Batman Bad Bloods movie that I've seen, that Batwoman in it, it doesn't exactly look bad. I mean, I'm not gonna say the design could be better or worse, but it does kind of. It doesn't look bad. I think it looks pretty decent. I think the costume looks pretty decent. Just this. For me, that's debatably one of the best parts of the trailer. I'm sorry. That's debatably one of the best parts of the trailer. And, like I say, I just felt like they could have. I don't know. They didn't really have to spell out or say, oh, yeah, it will look better on female. I mean, I could have kind of that's the whole. And her saying, complaining about she looking, people confusing her with Batman. It, it's, I mean, I'm kind of afraid that they will turn into like the Hollywood version of the kind of like the SJWs viewpoints. I don't really feel like going into what the meaning of the Hollywood SJWs are. Just go to this one channel called Geeks and Gamers. They do a pretty good job explaining what are uh, SJWs, but in the Hollywood sense. But but long story short, the best thing about this trailer for me is the suit. It's literally the suit. I was, like I said, I was excited when I heard about Batwoman having her own show, because I've seen her in the Elseworld Arrowverse crossover, and that was a really good introduction with her. And I was excited to see more, but now that I've seen this, which was like a cringy trailer, I don't know how I feel about Batwoman getting her own show. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's gonna be bad. I'm not gonna say the show will be bad, because maybe the first season will be in, then the second season will pick up and be better, but I don't know. But basing it off from the trailer, the show looks cringy. So what do you guys think about the whole Batwoman trailer? Do you guys like it? Dislike it? And oh, in my head, I swear, for the most part, DC Comics is better in making like the television shows, live action television shows, in my opinion, than Marvel is. But how Marvel is better making live action, in like making live action cinematic movies than DC Comics is. Just look at the DCEU versus the MCU. You see what I mean? But, and I liked Arrow. I really love Arrow. I love The Flash. I love Supergirl. Even though Legends of Tomorrow is like debatably like the cringiest one of the four Arrowverse shows, I still love but Legends of Tomorrow, because they, yeah, I still enjoy Legends of Tomorrow, but Batwoman, come on, please don't be horrible. That's all I'm saying. Please don't be a horrible soul. This guy. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Batwoman trailer? You like it? Dislike it? Let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next time. Just oi.